Oh my gosh, can you hear? Oh my God, what is going on? What a way to start. Just silence, just dead. What is it? Flatline? Oh my God. Sorry, guys. Yeah, the button, I was freaking out. I was like, what's going on? The button on the top thing there that I've never pressed before, even though there was a light. I know I should have looked down at the keyboard. That should have been my first thing. No. Anyway, hi. How long was? Yeah, it was pretty long. It was pretty long. Oh, oh my gosh, hang on. My heart is down. Just got to breathe. Okay, where are we? Are we here? I'm here. Finally. Welcome to Chinwags, everybody. I'm Bill, and yeah, if that's not confusing enough, I don't know what's going on because my brain has been battling itself. I wanted to do a live on the backstory of like Keemstar, but there's like a lot of shit with it. Like there's a lot of videos, and because around this time last year, remember Katie's Halloween present was, God, like Tati really thought it out, the dates. Because what's Christmas to Katie in the Polson house, Halloween apparently, is also Christmas. You know, Tati gives the biggest Christmas present. And yeah, she was served this time last year by Tati. I think I just said that. Great one, brain. And yeah, that's when Keemstar first like crossed the path of Katie because he congratulated her. Oh no, he didn't congratulate her. I think he did he? No, that was a misspeak on me. I don't even know if that was English misspeak. God, we've started off fucking great, haven't we? We just got to keep going because I feel we're kind of getting momentum up. Oh my gosh, do you know what? It's too scary, this YouTube live stuff. I'd rather be on stage. Do you know what? Like, this is weird. I'd rather be now looked at by people and talking to them than I don't know what it is about this. Anyway, bringing it back. Yeah, so then Katie, but I've got the videos that lead up because I've got the videos from Katie Joy Live, which she deleted. And what was my point? Fuck. This is not going well at all. I've got the lead up. So I've got the October 30 video where she's talking about Tati, like fucking dissing her, talking about her, but it's exactly what Katie is. You know how she does that? How she just says shit about others, but it's like, fuck, that's you. So she did that on October 30, and then October 31, like this is 2020, if you've just joined, she was served. And then in November 1, she did a live, which she later deleted, and it's like, oh, I'll be okay. And then I think that might have been the live where Keemstar was like, you've got my support, because he's been sued by creators as well. And that was the first time I ever came across him. And I still don't know what half his face looks like, not because of the beard, but just because all I look at is the beard when he talks. It's like a cone. It's like his head is on a cone, but it's just weird. The beard moves up and down with his chin, like his beard wagging. And it's just its own class because I haven't seen many beards that wag like that. Anyone else just so zoned in on that beard? Anyway, yeah, and then of course have all the Keemstar videos where he talks about taking back his support. And yeah, so I didn't know whether we should go into this or whether we should watch the latest IG live, which I just watched a little bit at the beginning because I couldn't believe what t-shirt she was wearing. and how brand new it, it looked like she just got it out of the plastic wrapping or something. It was just so brand new. It didn't even look like it'd been through the wash. I know these kind of things, okay? This is what I look for in people to come up with it when I'm, looking at them, staring at them like a hermit from across behind the plant is where I'm always at. Okay. Anyway, before we get into that, I'll let the chat decide, since they're the people that are here, really. They're my brain's trust. But yes, before we get into that, if you guys are in the chat and you'd love a little cactus badge next to your name, wouldn't we fucking all? Yeah, you can get one if you want to become a member of the Cacti contributors. They contribute to this channel. There's only one tier. It's fucking cheap because I want to be able to support. I want to be able to buy my own membership, but I can never choose. So there's no choice. It's fucking beautiful. Everything should... No. Okay. Getting off track. We got to do this. So, yeah. And you get member shout outs. And tonight's shout out is... Actually, I haven't seen her around in a while, but All Things Lost on Earth. Where have you been? I hope you've been listening. Well, hope you've been listening in the replays and been using the timestamps. But yes, I hope you're going well. And thank you very much for becoming a Cacti contributor. I really appreciate it. I think you're one of the OGs. So Cacti, high five. And I hope you're having a good day. I don't know. It must be the moon or something. Something's throwing me off. I don't know. What was it? Oh, yeah, the long silence at the beginning. Oh, maybe I can do a little trim. So did you not even hear my music? Oh, that's the letdown part. Okay, so let me just go say hi to everyone in chat and maybe they can tell me what they think. Actually, I put a... oh, yeah, because I was having trouble. Where am I? What's going on? As usual, I don't know. I just want to... As usual, I don't know. Fuck, I'm doing a Katie. I just want to... Oh my God, is that what I sound like? Is that what I sound like? No, I put a poll in the chat, so here we are. Oh, okay. Everyone's chosen the latest IG live. Okay, so you guys want to be fucking talk. That's your choice. Is my mic on? Oh, I'm so paranoid now. My God, I just did a Katie fucking Joy. Shat myself too. That's what I sound like. Oh, I sound different tonight because I've had something like stuck in I reckon it's pug hair. I got like pug hair stuck in my throat, I swear. Anyway, we're going to get to the point. Oh, look, we're heading to legs 11 is my cutoff point. Okay. So, yeah, this is the thing. Maybe there should have been more silence because I can't even find the fucking playlist. Does anyone else have this issue? Like you have the playlist ready and then you go on like to do a YouTube live and you can't, or you go on your laptop and you can't fucking find that one playlist. Like, why does this shit only ever happen to me? I'm good at seeing stuff. So if I have to look 3 times scrolling up and down, I'm wondering, am I too high? How can I miss it? And especially on your phone, it's like in alphabetical order. So if it's here, I'm looking on my phone now. Actually, I can't talk and think. So what am I looking for? Oh, yeah. There it is. What the fuck? What's going on there? That's a bit weird. How can I... Now, how do I find it? Why isn't it on my phone? What is going on, man? Okay, that's right. You can't think and talk. So what the hell? Okay, so do I just look one more time? This is really shitting me. Would you rather listen to silence? Oh, that's right. I scrolled up to say hi to everyone, and everyone's like, there's no sound. That's all I can see. Oh, that's right. Yes, me more. Oh my God. You had me so worried. Guess what? Like I did a tweet of like reaching out. Has anyone seen me more? And there were so many people. I was like, oh, it was such a caring little circle when we all came together and people were doing action. Doing action. Doing action. That's like my new thing. Okay. I hope you're well. I hope you just did a little time out. Maybe it was only a few days, but it felt like forever. Okay. I should say hi to everyone in the chat. Oh, actually, let me try and find it first, and then I'll feel comfortable. Okay, where are we? God, this is awful. Timestamps are my best friend. Yes, they are. Okay. Don't do this to me. Just don't make it hard, YouTube. I swear you do this and you just, it's like looking for your sunnies and it's your sunglasses, because when I say sunnies, Americans don't know what I'm saying. When you're looking for your sunglasses and they're on your head. But this is not. Where the fuck is it? I'm going to start swearing because I thought being quiet might help my brain like see something, but nope, I've seen this. It's the fourth fucking time I've scrolled past this. I just don't understand. Should I just do a pit stop music while I try and figure this out? I don't know. Or do you guys just want to listen to my brain try and, well, if it's not here. Okay, hang on. I'm going to change the name. This is such the snail way around. Like if I don't understand how to do something, I'll just do the slowest way ever. And it still doesn't work out. Why is this like one playlist not showing up? It's just not fair. This is the life of a snail. Oh my God. Literally. Oh my gosh. Don't. The tortured brain. Okay. This is my second idea. My second idea is to use more brain cells. Did you guys hear that? That was some real brain working there. Things were clicking over. Fuck, this better work. Otherwise, what the hell? Huh. Well, what do you know? What do you know? It worked. Oh my God, look at me. Slow way round, but that's all right. We got there. Oh. And yeah, she's got this filter on, right? And because I have watched a little bit because she's wearing the shirt, but she's got this filter on and it looks like, well, first off, yeah, it just looks like glitter, but it looks like crying tears, a bit jail-like, but not, but sort of. Okay, I'll bring you in. Oh no. YouTube, you always do that. You just want to start on your own, and I'm not for that. Give me a break, mate. Slow and steady is how we work here. Don't go ahead and just keep playing. Start playing without me. I want to press the button. I want to be in charge. Who do I sound like? Fuck my life, mate. Fuck my fucking life. Fuck your life. You guys wanted this. Oh, hang on. Ah! Oh yeah, like I downloaded it as well because I don't like Instagram lives. The buttons are too small and you can't slow it down. And what if I want to slow it down? And yeah, so we're just going to press play. How long did it take? Okay. Oh, 19. That's my favorite number. That's my favorite number.
Hello. Hey, you guys. Okay. I was seeing so many of your comments and I was like, well, maybe I'll jump on my Instagram live and talk to you guys for a second and just share what I know and don't know. So if any of you guys follow my channel, you know that I have been connected to a nonprofit in Utah for quite some time called Sound Choices Coalition. I've had their one of their staff members named Melissa on my channel in the past. She is a former Kingston Clan family member, and she left the Kingston Order. I interviewed her years ago, and I have been in pretty consistent contact with Kristen Decker, who is the founder of the organization and happens to be Christine Brown's aunt and cousin.
I had something to say, and then now aunt and cousin. Can you be an aunt and a cousin? Or is it their cousin, but they're so old that they're like, not that, but they're so much more older than you that they're basically your auntie? I don't know. Also, I think I might have been spelling auntie wrong for my whole niece's life. Like, does it end with IE? What? Oh my God, she's pointing to the left. To the left, to the left. All the leaves stored are in the shed to the left. Now the pause is throwing me off. But you can't be an auntie and a cousin, can you? Anyway, so I just want to write down that, is it Kristen or Kirsten? Always, as soon as anyone says the name, it just muddles my brain. Oh no, my brain went to write Kristen Dunst. Decker. It's a good name, Decker. Wonder if she's into boats. Oh no, Utah's not near water, is it? Is it in the middle? Oh, I'm not good at geography. Even if you told me, I wouldn't know. Okay, looks like we're going back.
So Kristen Decker's dad was the leader of the AUB, which happened to also be Christine's great uncle and step grandpa. So Christine Brown is a very, I don't know what you'd say. She's a long lineage of polygamist in this family. She is her family are LeBarons and Allreds. And LeBaron and Allreds are the big names in this cult. So there are, it's a very long history, but if you know anything about Utah, is they had to give up polygamy in the 1800s to get stateship. And as a part of that, they had to make it illegal. Well, there was a sect of individuals that were not having that. And those...
Oh, she's looking straight down the camera. This is amazing. I kind of tuned out. Like, it's fucked. My brain just tunes out like a survival thing now. It's like I can't do it. But yeah, see, she brings out the first necklace. That's apparently the third eye, but on the back it says "I love you." So what? Well, it's a bit like Katie. You know, she doesn't know what she is, so she doesn't really know what the third eye stands for. I don't think she believes in that kind of thing. Anyway, and then she's going to bring out, the heartbeat necklace of V. And I wonder if it's going to clash, because we've got Hope for Hope for Von's heart. I hate saying his name. Hope for V's heart t-shirt, fresh out of the box, never worn before, never washed. Size is too big. And then she's going to have the necklace, or the necklaces. Does she sleep in them? I doubt she takes them off every night. Oh.
People continued on with polygamy. So the polygamy that is in her bloodline is like 7 generations, I believe, and goes back hundreds of years at this point. So Christine is a high pedigree former granddaughter of a leader. Okay. So Christine is unique in this family because she's an original. Mary is, I think, an original too, but her bloodline is not the same as Christine's. So Christine comes from a very big family. And if you know anything about polygamy, is there are different sects and there's different groups of fundamentalists in the state of Utah. So in the 1800s.
Oh, this is something I actually know because it just clicked. Utah with what was that guy's name? Yeah. And they had that huge compound, and like they go in there and they rescue people. There's some shows like that. But yeah, that was fucked. The scenes, remember when they separated the women from the children? Is that where I'm thinking? And they wear those dresses. They wear the dresses that I often envision Katie, every guy that's around Katie, they wear those dresses. I know, my mind's fucked up. Warren Jeffs. Thank you, Ginger Lee. That's it. Wow, is he still alive? He went to jail, didn't he? God. Oh, remember the court trial with them all? Oh, that was so sad. What happened to them? Did Oprah... No, this might sound like a joke, but it's not. But is there a where are they now? Oh, that'd be good. Yeah, okay. What was the one where they went in? Must have been an Oprah, but the two brothers went to get one of their siblings out. Oh, emotional shit. Okay.
Once they made everything illegal, there were a set group of individuals that did not want to give up polygamy. So they ended up splitting into different groups. So there was the fundamentalist Latter-day Saints, which you guys would know as the FLDS. That actually was like one of the first, and then there was like fractures from the groups over time as people became like leaders and wanted their own groups. And it's kind of fractured into three main groups now in the state of Utah. So there is the fundamentalist group, the FLDS, which y'all would know as Warren Jeff's group, right? Who's incarcerated for rape of children and setting up child brides and such.
I'm going to have to put a trigger warning on this video. Where's your trigger warning, Katie? And you just so casually just drop into that. You're so used to saying it now. I need to go back a bit. I needed to slow it down. Everything just happened so quick. We just jumped. But yeah, it is her. She does like the deep, dark details. Fuck. But see her face? No emotion. Like just not even a tear in her eye or anything. Or not. Her tone in her voice doesn't change.
So there was the fundamentalist Latter-day Saints, which you guys would know as the FLDS. That actually was like one of the first, and then there was like fractures from the groups over time as people became like leaders and wanted their own groups. And it's kind of fractured into three main groups now in the state of Utah. So there is the fundamentalist group, the FLDS, which y'all would know as Warren Jeff's group, right? Who's incarcerated for rape of children and setting up child brides and such. The FLDS is primarily in like Colorado City, and it's on the border of, I think it's Colorado and Utah. Then there is the Kingston Clan analyst group, the FLDS, which y'all would know is also in Utah. And the order is more like I would call them like organized crime. They are...
I feel like I want to Google these places and see if they match up to what she says, because she's bound to get it wrong. I've heard of the order. Where have I heard of the order before? Probably watching documentaries. I mean, I did go through that whole wanting to know, wanting to understand, but there is also like polygamy, like sister wives is nothing like this. Nothing like the Warren Jeffs polygamy. What the hell, man? Is she trying to compare that? What's going on here? Why are we even... I thought we were talking about Christine Brown, who was an adult, who, yeah, even though she was raised this, like she was probably following what her parents expected of her, and now she's just become woke. Good on her. But what the fuck are we talking about Warren Jeffs stuff for? Why just not talk about it, mention him, move on? We're not delving into this, although it's Katie and she enjoys it.
Extremely strict. There's a lot of underage marriages, but the order is different than the FLDS. Like the FLDS, they live in their own communities and they don't integrate into society. And the order does integrate into society, but their control of the group is very oppressive. And They all shop at the same grocery store, which is owned by the order. They go to the same stores, which are owned by the order. They go to schools, which are done by.
Basically, The Handmaid's Tale, right? Remember when they went to the shop? Remember when they went to the shop? Remember the first season? That was so good. And then the second season, like, kind of good. But I haven't watched the season 3. I don't know. Okay, what are we talking about?
By the order, everything is through. Sorry, not Bountiful. I made a mistake. Okay. So anyways, there is grocery store, which is owned by the order. They go to the same stores, which are owned by the order. They go to schools, which are done by the order. Everything is through. Sorry, not Bountiful. I made a mistake. Okay. So anyways, there is a Bountiful in Utah, though, too, just so you know. And I'm pretty sure I've been covering this for a while. So
when she brought her hair from the back around to the front, that's her stroking her mane. You know, her ego, I've said this, her ego is her hair. Don't threaten her. Don't threaten her with knowledge. She knows what she's talking about, guys. How dare you? Listen to authority. That's not, I want to do a little bit of Cartman, but I'm not good at expression on characters.
Oh, because there's a doll store that's connected to Utah that's in Bountiful, Utah, just so you know. No, Bountiful is also a city in Utah. There is one I'm talking about a city, okay? And there is one in Utah, and there is a store there that is owned by the order, and they have people there that are in the order. Thank you. Bountiful, Utah. Thank you. So there is a town in Utah that's Bountiful, and that's where there is a ton of Kingston clan, okay? So Bountiful is where the Kingston clan is in the order. So they do seem to be more in the community, but they're more oppressive, okay? Then there's the Apostolic United Brethren, okay? So the AUB is the group that the Browns are in. They are a group that is considered the least oppressive, but they're still oppressive. And no polygamy groups are not oppressive. They're all cults. They're all abusive. It's all underage. There's so much underage marriages happening here. There are grooming of children. There's grooming of adults into marriages. It's human trafficking women into marriages.
Which one are you talking about, though? You can't be so general. You're like saying all of them. You just went through certain ones. Sister wives polygamy is nothing compared to Warren Jeffs. You want to compare it to that, and you want to bring that in, Katie, because that's what is exciting to you. You find the Christine Brown story a bit boring because there is no child trauma and shit. So you're trying to tie it in with Warren Jeffs. But you look like a fucking fool. Because what?
It's human rights violations because the men own the women. And no, just because the Browns are on TV doesn't mean they're any better than anyone else. It's not their old church. They are actually still members of the AUB. So Cody and Christine and Mary. So Christine is she's a founding member, like her family are founding members of the AUB. And Cody is a convert, so he came from the LDS faith, and he was converted, and he became part of the AUB. And Mary's family is the convert who took Cody and converted them into the AUB.
I kind of wish this was a PowerPoint display, or there was like a stream chart, or, you know, something. Just why not? Why didn't she bring some little pop-up stuff so we can keep track of where we are? Because all I'm seeing at the moment is a lot of her pointing, and she does her little authority finger, and Ducky. Loves Ducky. It's either Ducky or dipping that nugget in that sauce. Team barbecue.
So Cody came into fundamentalism as like an older teen when his dad decided to become a fundamentalist. So anyways, they are members of the Apostolic United Brethren. There is a rumor, and has been a rumor for years, that they are not members of this church, but it's false. I've spoken to so many people that are around that area, and they still confirm that they are part of this church. They talk about how their church is in Utah, and the church that they're speaking about is the AUB. So the AUB has churches in Salt Lake City, near like Lehigh, where they were living before. They also have a bunch of people that live in Murray, Utah, which is where Christine is living now, in Rulon. And anyways, this guy in Mexico got upset and wanted to take down the AUB. And so he actually went up to Utah and had Rulon murdered.
So we can't even jump ahead without it being, I thought we were safe. I thought we'd come in perfectly. She'd finished yabbering on because she was going to expand on that for ages. It shits me. It's fucking disgusting. How can she just jump into stuff like this and not warn people what she's about to talk about? That's what shits me the most. I don't like stuff like this. I used to. And then you find out that the world is fucking, like, the monsters are real. Yeah, basically, monsters are real.
So the founder was murdered by another cult leader in the polygamy world. And then when Rulon was murdered, Christine's grandfather and great uncle, Owen, took over for the cult. So, yeah, if you actually like learn about the history of this cult, it's literally insane.
Oh, thank you, Katie, for your presentation. Please take your seat. Oh, far out. Like, from her live the other, you know, that one where she was fishing, where she just could not remember anything. Obviously, she hadn't read or researched at all. To here, being able to remember everything. But, yeah, she's not very good at delivering it where people can understand, because I'm so confused. Are we in Mexico? No, someone from Mexico came to Utah. And then now they're related to, hang on, it was the grandfather and the uncle. And meanwhile, Christine was oblivious to all this going on. She's just living her life. When are we going to get back to Christine's situation?
Anyways, when Owen takes over, right? So Owen has like a zillion wives, and Owen's got a daughter. He's got like so many kids. And Christine's Christine's grandmother ends up becoming a wife of Owen. She's like transferred to Owen somehow. I don't know if she like her first husband died. I don't really know the story, but somehow anyways, when Owen takes over, right? So Owen has like a zillion wives, and Owen's got a daughter. He's got like so many kids, and Christine's
she just wiped Boogie in her hair. Ah! Shit. But yeah, doesn't know really anything about this Owen guy because she's bullshitting on the spot. She has to touch her nose, touch her hair. What else are you going to do with that finger? Please don't go near your lips.
Christine's grandmother ends up becoming a wife of Owen. She's like transferred to Owen somehow. I don't know if she like her first husband died. I don't really know the story, but somehow she ends up with Owen, but her grandmother's children are not from Owen. You got it? But Owen is like her cousin or something like, no, Owen is her dad's cousin. How gross is that? No, I'm sorry. Yeah, her dad on the other side. So her maternal grandmother is Owen's, like, that's her second husband. And wives get moved around all the time in these cults. If a leader needs more wives, they can literally.
Did that make sense? I don't think that made sense. And I think her brain, well, how much has she had to drink? But I'm so, whose family tree are we on? I know we're on like some way. Oh, because Owen was her, okay. My brain just caught up. Snail brain finally got there. Christine's grandmother married this guy called Owen. That's her second husband because she'd already had kids and they weren't his. And then where did Owen come from? What's the importance of Owen? Oh, is she going to tell us? Did I miss what's going on? Because I was watching, I don't know, plugging of the holes. What the shit? Also, why would you need a filter on if obviously you've got your makeup on and done? That fucking shit on the side is so distracting. The only thing it reminds me of is like when people get those prison tattoos of like the tears of how many people you've killed, but hers is actual like one of those tattoos that's real and it moves. My God. Also, she's contoured like the middle bridge of her nose, making it so skinny. Why has she got the brown, the contour color there? She tried to contour her nose. Guys, she's contouring the wrong part. You want that bit to look thick. You want down below to look thinner. It's the fucking spoon part.
Literally just like take a wife from a guy and they can just like give it to another man because women are property in the cult. And so if a man has a wife that wants to, if a man isn't like obeying the cult or if a man isn't doing what's right. Yeah, her dad on the other side. So her maternal grandmother is Owen's, like, that's her second husband. And wives get moved around all the time in these cults. If a leader needs more wives, they can literally just like take a wife from a guy and they can just like give it to another man because women are property in the cult. And so if a man has a wife that wants to if a man isn't like obeying the cult, or if a man isn't doing what's right for the cult, they can get kicked out, and then all of his wives can be moved to a different man or to a different guy. So Christine's grandmother ends up with Owen, and Christine's mom is Owen's stepdaughter. Okay. Christine's mom ends up marrying her dad, and Christine's dad is Owen's like cousin, or not, or
Okay, so what? Okay, so Christine's grandmother married Owen. He's the stepdad of Christine. And then Christine's dad, like real dad, married who did they marry? Oh shit, I'm lost. I thought I had it. I thought I was really like hanging on to every detail like I knew. I fucking threw myself off with the slow-mo, didn't I? Her dad married. No, her dad didn't marry. Oh, no. The granddad, did he marry Christine's mum? No. Oh, see that scratch as well? What was that?
yeah, cousin. Okay, but they're not related because her mom is the stepdaughter. So her mom isn't the, cousin. For the cult, they can get kicked out, and then all of his wives can be moved to a different man or to a different guy. So Christine's grandmother ends up with Owen, and Christine's mom is Owen's stepdaughter. Okay. Christine's mom ends up marrying her dad, and Christine's dad is Owen's like cousin, or not, or cousin.
No, that doesn't make sense. What did Christine's grandfather, like biological? No, yeah, Christine's mother, Christine's mum, her dad married her. Like they married each other and had Christine, so she's a product of incest. Is that what's going on here? But then now Katie thinks that Christine's dad, who's really her grandfather, is cousins with Owen. Owen is not related to anyone. He's like an outside person. So Katie, what the hell? You should have done your math before I caught up. I don't know. Look at her. She was so sure before, pointing that finger at everyone. Don't you dare tell me or question what I'm saying. Now, the face of what's going on? I don't know. Push that lip in.
Okay, but they're not related because her mom is the stepdaughter. So her mom is the stepdaughter, and then her dad is cousins with Owen. So gross. There's so much incest in this.
But you just said they're cousins, but they're not related. So how the fuck are they cousins? Like, you should have really given us the family tree of Christine's grandfather. We came in from the wrong side. Who cares about Christine's grandmother? Should have done the other side of the story. I'm lost. Oh. Well, yeah. No, it is incest, isn't it? Oh my God, there was this guy in Australia. He was actually known as one of the biggest, like he was in the World Guinness Book of Records for the biggest guy, but he lived on my auntie's street. And yeah, and it's so sad. Like his mum was his sister. Oh no, it's really disgusting. But yeah, and the day he died I just was lucky enough to be staying at my auntie's house. And it was so sad because he was like the biggest guy in the world, the fattest guy. So they had to like take the side of the house off and like take him away on this like tow truck. Oh my God, it's so bad. Sorry, should have said something a little morbid there, but that's my only relation, what my brain thinks of when I think of like incest. Oh, okay. But yeah, by her logic, no one's related. They'd probably just call themselves cousins for the family's sake, you know, going over to see. They probably called Owen Uncle Owen. Maybe.
Cult. So much incest. Christine and Cody are like fifth cousins too, by the way. And there's so much to take in. Okay. So Christine's mom or grandfather has like a zillion wives. And then her mom gets married and becomes a polygamous wife. Okay. And she marries Christine's dad. And I don't even know how many wives her dad has, maybe 2 or 3, not a ton. He's not a leader in the cult. He's not like her grandfather. And her grandfather was the leader for a very long time, I think like 20 plus years. And then he passes away and then someone else takes over. Recently, there was a huge split in the AUB because there was like a ton of sexual abuse that was found out by one of the leaders or the prophet or something. She marries Christine's dad. And I don't even know how many wives her dad has, maybe 2 or 3, not a ton. He's not a leader in the cult. He's not like her grandfather. And her grandfather was the leader for a very long time, I think like 20 plus years. And then he passes away and then someone else takes over. Recently, there is a huge split in the AUB because there was like a ton of sexual abuse that was found out by one of the leaders or the prophet or something. There was this huge sexual abuse scandal and the church split. So when Owen died, there was like a huge like divide about who was going to take over, right? And one person was one and the other person was one. And then one of the guys that wanted to take over was like a pedophile or something. It's ridiculous. So when they try to say that like sexual abuse and underage marriages and that kind of stuff doesn't happen in the AUB, the Browns are flat out fucking lying. It had been happening in that cult for decades, and it might not happen today, and they might not have done it, but Cody lies because Cody actually and Mary, when they were in their 20s, courted a girl who was underage. So I don't know if you read their book, but they were courting a 16-year-old underage. They're flat out fucking lying. It had been happening in that cult for decades, and it might not happen today, and they might not have done it, but Cody lies.
Can you guys see her pupils? Or is it just me, but they're pretty fucking big right now?
Lies because Cody actually and Mary, when they were in their 20s, courted a girl who was underage. So I don't know if you read their book, but they were courting a 16-year-old that they were going to marry when she was 18. And so Cody can say we don't court underage girls, but Cody literally courted a minor child. And then that fell apart. So
Katie, you've exploited so many children on your channel. You're not one who can sit there and talk. Fuck. Like you're all good and, you know, goody two-shoes, Mrs. Moral Compass and all this. Look at you, stroking your mane.
So when that relationship fell apart, Christine was actually sort of interested in him, but Christine was quite a bit younger than him. And I might add that Christine, when she was first introduced to Cody, was also not of age, BTW. Christine was like 16, 17.
I'm pretty sure she was 17 because, hey, I used to watch maybe a few episodes of the first season. My parents have Fox still and they used to have all this stuff. But what's 17, like 16 is the consensual age, isn't it? So, and if she comes from a family, that's probably usually the age that they probably marry their daughters off. Wouldn't it be? Just thinking. Do you reckon Katie thinks, like, do you reckon she reads the information and then thinks further on it without expanding it? Oh, no. What am I thinking? Of course not. Of course not. It's monotone.
When she met Cody, and Mary's job for Cody was to traffic the women into the relationship. So how this works is it's called bait. So one of the wives is the bait for the other wives. And what the wife is tasked to do is to recruit new wives for the husband. And they befriend them.
She is just pissing me off. I might have to like jump forward just because I feel like we kind of know how their story started, basically. Anyway, we get the gist if we're around. But wasn't it just the two? Oh my God, I can't even remember who's in there now. Yeah, Mary, then the blonde hair one. She was my favorite. And Christine. No, she was my least favorite. But yeah, and then I think I stopped watching when Robin was married in, but that was a few years in between and stuff. She's making it sound like Epstein a bit, the recruiters. Maybe she's getting muddled up with what she's been reading.
They like love bomb them. They shower them with gifts. They try to get them to come into the family. They show their best face. And then they get the woman to agree, usually through their dad. And then they take ownership of that woman. Once the woman is spiritually married to the husband, she no longer has any physical autonomy of her own. And she's flat out owned by her husband. So they don't have rights. They are not there. He's the priesthood. He gets to decide who, what, where, when, and why. They get the husband is full control. And
so it's basically back in times of, well, Bridgerton, where like the man, like he owns the woman, like a bit of property. Is it? I don't know. I'm trying to keep up. I'm trying to relate. I'm trying to think of history and stuff. And where are we? Are we still in Utah? Oh, God, if your nose is running, get a tissue. Don't sit there and try and plug the fucking hole because you've gone from one nostril to the other. You are transferring bacteria back and forth, back and forth. What the fuck? You're disgusting.
in these cults. So when Cody says, "Oh, we don't do underage brides," bullshit. Happens all the time in the AUB. Happens all the time in polygamy.
That's a bit fucked, isn't it? You talk what she's talking about just then, and she brings out these heartbeat necklace. Why would you bring that necklace out? Plonk it down when you're talking about what you're talking about. That's a bit fucking weird.
To come into the family, they show their best face, and then they get the woman to agree, usually through their dad, and then they take ownership of that woman. Once the woman is spiritually married to the husband, she no longer has any physical autonomy of her own, and she's flat out owned by by her husband. So they don't have rights. They are not there. He's the priesthood. He gets to decide who, what, where, when, and why. They get the husband is full control in these cults. So when Cody says, "Oh, we don't do underage brides," bullshit. Happens all the time in the AUB. Happens all the time in polygamy. Then they were also always trying to say on the show, like, we're more progressive. Our kids go to public school. That doesn't mean anything. Even though they're in the community, doesn't make them necessarily more progressive. It just means that they like hide in plain sight. So he has all the control.
Do you reckon she's ever, well, she's a little bit of Minnesota. She doesn't have a worldly mind, does she? She talks as if this is the only, I don't know, cult or whatever in the world that practices this. What about Eastern Asian countries and shit? Not Eastern Asian, but like Middle East. Different cultures. Gosh, I was watching something today on this news report about what's been happening since, the Americans have pulled out of Afghanistan and stuff. Like now people are so poor, they've started, selling their kids again, selling their daughters for child brides. It's so fucked. Nothing can be done because it's like their culture. Even though it's illegal, people need money.
He's not on the birth certificates, and they're like single. Okay. That's how they do it. So there was tons of jealousy. They're all like, some of them are pregnant at the same time. Mary has infertility issues, which makes her feel like she's like not a good Mormon wife. And Cody is like living hand to mouth. They're in deep poverty. They all filed bankruptcy at one point. They live on public assistance because Cody does not claim any of them on his insurance. He doesn't claim them on his taxes. And so they commit welfare fraud as a result because he's not on the birth certificates, and they're like single. Okay, that's how they do it. So a lot of these women, the dads aren't on the birth certificate so that they can get their public assistance. So they all, by the time the show this is commonplace. I want to show you something. What I'm telling you is like common, standard, run of the mill in this world.
Oh my God, it doesn't even look like her. What have I smoked? Oh my goodness. Okay, I just wanted to pause it there and have a little giggle. Oh my gosh. Okay. Oh, I need to skip ahead. I just want to see what she's going to. Yes, Goose. Hey, Goose, how you going? Oh, it's good to see familiar face. I didn't say hello to chat, did I? Guys, I owe you that in a minute. She is just an idiot. She's so against like Christian. She makes a cult out of everything. She's oblivious to the fucking cult she's created as her own subscribers and stuff. Okay, we'll just see what she's going to share. That's a beautiful shot, really, isn't it? Okay.
World. So let me just show you something. This is actually from her Sounds Choice Coalition, or Sound Choices Coalition, which is from Kristen Decker's website. But it sort of talks about how there's high rates of disabilities in these sex relationship or by the prophet. So I hope that gives you a better understanding. I'll turn back on the comments, but I really want people to understand that when I have been covering the Sister Wives, yes, I cover the show, but I've always been in communication with the advocates, and specifically because there just hasn't been a lot of media that has really rightly portrayed what's going on behind the scenes.
You're not media. And yes, there's, oh my God, there's other channels out there. There's people that write about it. People more credible than you, Katie. I reckon if I was to report on it, I might even be able to do a better job than you. What would you do then? Uh-oh.
So the way that the Browns are portrayed on TV is just not a reality for 99.99% polygamists. Most live in severe and deep poverty. Most have welfare. They're on welfare. Most are dealing with physical, emotional, psychological, and sexual abuse. Most women are deeply depressed, groom future wives because their fathers will say, you abandoned Christine, I'm not giving my child to you, or I'm not giving my daughter to you. So if he were to pursue another wife, he just says, well, Christine left on her own accord because she was unhappy, but it had nothing to do with me. I was still offering everything to her. She's the one that was unhappy. So
Jesus. Like, this is what she does with her. She's chosen, this is her life that she has chosen to report on. Oh my God. I am so over this already. I need to, this is where I just start skipping. But, oh, damn it. We missed her bring out the other necklace. Got them all out now. And that's really fucking awful with the red shirt.
for a husband, in the case of like Cody, when they have a wife that they want to leave, they alienate them, they make their life hell, they ignore them, they don't talk with them, they abandon them, they don't talk to their kids. It's really emotionally and psychologically abusive.
It's a little bit like you, Katie, just a little bit similar.
And they make it so the wife just can't take it anymore. So and that's because the wife isn't keeping sweet, okay? So Christine wasn't keeping sweet. She was arguing. She was thwarting his ideas. She was causing things in the family not to happen. She created chaos when they wanted to build the one house, and she said no. And if you don't keep sweet, the husband will punish you. So Mary was punished by Cody because she had the catfish affair, okay? So in polygamy, she is considered property of Cody, and she doesn't get to cheat on him, but he can have as much sex with as many women as possible and have as many wives as he wants because he's no one's property but his own. He has full autonomy of his body. Mary is his property. So Mary having conversations online with a man was a violation of their covenant. And so he has basically shunned her, and he won't forgive her for that. But she will not leave because she believes that if she leaves, that she will screw up his covenant in celestial kingdom.
Katie, you are the reason for your wrinkles on your forehead. You are creating them by rubbing back and forth. Your skin, obviously, oh my God, it looks pretty thin and loose. What the hell? And now you're doing the river down the middle. All those lines there, they're caused by you. Sorry, I've tuned out as well. Kind of stopped listening to what she's saying. I'm just focusing really on what the hand's up to when she starts rubbing that crystal ball.
So people have said, well, she already screwed up. She screwed up. No, Mary is not cheating on him now. You guys realize the person that she's seen with in photographs is gay. So the guy that she's been hanging out with is a gay guy that's in LuLaRoe. He's not like her boyfriend. He's legitimately gay. That's not her boyfriend. She's not cheating on him. She's hanging out with her gay bestie. I mean, she has called him her gay bestie.
He could be bi. Plus, there's probably so much that they probably don't even follow the rules. Neither of them, any of them. You don't know what goes on behind the doors of their fucking house, Katie. But probably a lot more goes on in their bedroom. Just saying.
Bestie in the past. It really bothers me when tabloids don't even follow these people long enough, and then they start, like, they were saying Jana was dating her first cousin. That's disgusting. Like, she's literally called this guy her gay bestie like years ago. So
you just said Christine's like dad married his cousin or something like that. You got mixed up. Well, I remember you used to get their names mixed up when you first started reporting on them, acting like you've been watching them for years. Same with the Duggars, stealing all your content from Suzanne. That's why you hated Suzanne so much. She had information that you could never fucking get. She's an actual writer. Her fucking words flow. Better to block her and steal her material, right, though, Katie? Yeah. Story of your life.
yes, she's not dating him. She has a gay bestie. Anyways, she's not dating anyone. Plus the guy's like 20 years younger than her. So anyways, Mary was...
Are you going to pull your mane around again? Have a little strokey of that ego? Because you just proved that someone couldn't, he's 20 years younger. He wouldn't be with her. Yeah, fucking proud moment for Katie. Clappity clap from your drinking chair. Fucking great. Stop with your fucking speculation. You have no idea.
Shunned by Cody and not forgiven because she like broke the vows and their covenant contract for the celestial kingdom or whatever. But she will not leave because Mary is a firm believer in the principle. And so Mary believes wholeheartedly that it's her duty to stay because she feels like if she leaves, she will ruin Cody's chances in heaven. So she doesn't want to ruin Cody's celestial kingdom. Got it? So if a wife abandons a family, his heaven can be completely ruined. But not only that, when a wife abandons the family, because the wife and the kids are the property of the husband, the kids belong to Cody. So Cody could, if he wanted to, be like, well, no, you can't have Truly. I'm taking. So I'll find out from Kristen. I know that there's several organizations in Utah that help with safe houses for the women to leave. They have places for the kids to stay that are.
Why would you even say that there's several Why would you even say that there's several safe houses in the area? Why would you even say that? I mean, God. So you can act like you know about safe houses? Fuck off, Katie. That's pissed me right off. What else are you going to reveal? Fuck, that's fucking shat me right now. Why is that shat me so much? Fucking shat me.
Abandoned. A lot of kids get kicked out, especially boys, because boys will outnumber because there's only so many men that can have wives, and so the best men get kicked out. The troublemaking kids, the boys, they're called the lost boys, they'll get kicked out, or girls that leave. There's lots of sexual abuse in this world as well. So there's safe houses where kids can transition. There's safe houses for women if they leave. There's organizations specifically that help rescue people. There's organizations that do advocacy work. So Kristen's organization is more on the legislative side. So her goals.
How come you never provide any like advocacy links or anything, Katie? Nothing. You just always copy and paste and say, oh, this is from this article. Don't even give the link to that article, even though you've stolen half of it in your Instagram posts. But you never provide links that people can call if they're experiencing stuff, if they're going through that. You don't, because you don't want people to leave your site. Fucking pissed me off. What? I need to skip forward. Jesus. Miss Advocate talking about this in that top.
Are usually providing education and helping with laws and changing laws and advocating to the public so they understand the dangers of polygamy. But then she also has and works with people leaving. So Kristen found out today that Christine left because one of the women that she's been working with that's leaving, like, called her and said that Christine left. So when someone leaves in this cult, word travels very, very fast.
Do you also think that maybe that wasn't a smart idea, just letting people like your platform, a lot of people making it public, the line of communication that happened in order to get her to escape?
And no one believed that any of these wives would leave. They were hoping I should say, that they would leave, but they didn't really expect it. And so she got a call from someone that's left. And I said to her, I said, well, okay, so if Christine needed to reach out to these women, are there women that she knows that have left? And she's like, yes. So she pointed me to the fact that Christine has a ton of family that have actually already left. Her mom left. Kristen left. She has uncles that have left. She has cousins that have left. She has siblings that have left. She said that there's more people in Christine's family that have left now than when she left. So when Kristen left, she was 50, and it was like, 15, 20 years ago, and no one had left this cult. Now there's a large network of family members that have left, so it's not as scary for them to leave. And so basically what Kristen said is Christine will have support whether she stays in the cult or leaves, because she has so many family that are in the cult still in Utah, but then she also has tons of family that have left the cult in Utah. She said that Christine leaving doesn't mean she's left polygamy yet, and it's generally like a step-by-step process. So the first step for the women that leave is that they leave the husband.
Oh my God. She just said the same thing twice. And now we're going to go through the steps that it takes for someone to leave. Okay, Katie. Still no emotion, still nothing, eager to get this out. Same monotone, staring you straight in the camera. Nah. She could. Fuck. Oh!
Husband. Once that happens, and they get free from the control of the husband, then that's when their whole world will start opening up. So basically what she said is she could have already abandoned the belief system, or now getting her freedom will be able to explore who she is, because she's never gotten to know who she is, because she's been Cody's property and she's never been able to have her own life, values, wants, needs. She's never been able to take care of like herself because she's had to share her husband, and she's never had the ability to make a choice on her own. So,
Wonder why you got a bit hot then, Katie. Maybe that would have been like a body signal of realization that you're also in that category. You don't know who the fuck you are. You don't know what your morals are. You don't know what you stand for. This is why I call you a leaf. It's why you attack everyone, because you don't stand strong in yourself. You are so worried about what everyone else thinks about you. Insecure as fuck. You are stunted, like basically, I say all the time, like a fucking teenager. The rest of us have gone through life's experience and we're able to be honest and truthful and see like humor in the shit that we've done, and we're grown. And fuck, I didn't even think I was that grown up for my age, but I'm so much more grown up than you. And that's fucked. Seriously, fuck. Oof.
I don't think that, I think you underestimate that the show is going to like force them to stay. Christine is evident that it's not, the show is not going to force her to stay. And it's not going to be about money. It's not about money. It's about their faith. Anyways, Christine doesn't need to become Leah Remini because her aunt is already Leah Remini. So Kristen Decker is like flat out like Leah Remini of this cult. That's why I talk to her all the time. So
how come we've never heard of her? Well, I've never heard of, what is it? Oh, is it Christine? I wrote down Kirsten. No, I wrote down Kristen. Is it Christine? Christine Decker. I've never heard of her. Does she have a YouTube channel? Katie, maybe you could let everyone know how they can see who she is beyond you, because I don't know who she is. But I reckon Christine Brown could be the next. If she could sit down and just spill everything. She could own it beyond you. She could fucking blow you out of the water. Say, oh, you know that without a crystal ball, woman.
there are already a ton of, but the good news is that she is such a focal person in this cult and such a visible woman to the women in this cult. So she could truly be an example to women that are stuck to leave. The problem that Kristen pointed out, though, is that most women don't have the affluence and the wealth that Christine does. So Christine is it's much easier for her to live and leave because she's not financially dependent upon Cody, or she's not living on welfare anymore. And so she has the ability to leave and the resources to leave that so many women don't. Janelle doesn't need a husband. Like, to her, this is like the ideal situation.
Oh, there's some skin picking going on. There's a skin picking. Yeah, because it's too high up to be a toe. So, oh, can you guys hear that? I don't know if I should invest. Yeah. Oh. Headphone people, loving it.
So they don't have to get a divorce because they're not actually like married. What happens is that if Christine were wanting to remarry and stay in the cult, she would have to get permission from the church. That's the difference. So there's not like a official divorce or whatever through the church. It only happens if she wanted to get remarried. Say she leaves but wants to stay in the church, she would have to get permission for another marriage. And they would have to find reason. They don't really have any assets left tied up. So they don't have to get a divorce because they're not actually like married. What happens is that if Christine were wanting to remarry and stay in the cult, she would have to get permission from the church. That's the difference. So there's not like a official divorce or whatever through the church. It only happens if she wanted to get remarried. Say she leaves but wants to stay in the church, she would have to get permission for another marriage. And they would have to find reason. They don't.
Oh my God. Oh my God, she swallowed. I'm so sorry, guys. Like, that was really sick. That was really sick, and I should have prepared you. And I was just thinking slow-mo, nothing else, and I wasn't expecting to see jagged skin little pill go down that throat. Oh my God, my mouth is so wide open. I need to watch it again. This is the thumb that she gets staph infections from picking it. You can see when she's talking about stuff that she's really enjoying. She starts, like, I don't know, pushing back the cuticles. This is the only way I can describe it. Like rubbing that part of her fingers, like pushing it back. And she rubs it so much that there's raw skin and like bits of skin that she needs to pick off, not even fucking conscious of being live and what's being seen. Well, yeah, we know that, but fuck. That was disgusting. Let's watch it again.
What happens is that if Christine were wanting to remarry and stay in the cult, she would have to get permission from the church. That's the difference. So there's not like a official divorce or whatever through the church. It only happens if she wanted to get remarried. Say she leaves but wants to stay in the church, she would have to get permission for another marriage. And they would have to find reason. They don't really have any assets left tied up. She's only on the property on Coyote Pass.
She did not take her eyes off the chat. So she brought her thumb up to pick that bit of skin off with her teeth while still looking at the chat. Zoned out like a fucking addict of the internet, a drunk, someone who is absent-minded. This is a mother of a child that's fucking dependent on you, on her. Katie, what the fuck? I've been trying to wake you up for so long, bring you into reality. You're not even conscious of so many things. Could you watch a live where someone picks their nose and then you see where that travels? Up and around the hair, across the forehead, back down into the mouth. Got to pick that nose again. Why not stick that finger in your ear? It goes on. You don't change. You're so fucking fidgety. You're getting high. You're fucking scattered off. You're scattered off Adderall, Katie. This is what happens. You want to pick everything. You can't stop picking. You can't just sit there and be calm and not tap your feet or do something. You are always need to have something in your hand, clippers, nail clippers. That's why your eyebrows are so fucked. You're a fucking meth addict, Katie. And then on top of that, you're an alcoholic, in my opinion. And I've spoken about this before. You're even more scattered because your brain is so confused about the signals. Adderall is an upper. It's a central nervous system stimulant. And alcohol is a central nervous system depressant. Scatter that brain. Yeah. It's another reason we call you Eggy.
And I don't know, they might have given her money, bought her out. Yeah, Janelle and Cody have a platonic relationship. They're not like in a romantic relationship at all.
Was that platonic? Because that's Katie, isn't it? Platonic. So I like that word. Might be word of the day.
Christine told you guys why she left last season. She wanted a partner. She wanted to be heard. She was tired of feeling alone. She was tired of feeling empty. She didn't want to live unhappy. Her life was too short to be unhappy. She wanted to be seen. She wanted her opinion to be valued. She didn't feel like she had any of that. She said that all on the show. I don't have any inside information. Does Christine follow me now? I didn't know that. Does she follow me now? I've sent her sweet messages and just say, like, we support you. We're here for you. We're cheering you on. We love Christine. We like,
But you don't like Mary, because wasn't it Mary that like was doing the clothes thing on Instagram, like with all the clothes, and I think it was an MLN or whatever it was. You had an issue with it and you went through all the clothes. Someone should go through all the shit that you're wearing. God. Okay. Has she always been Team Christine? I doubt it. Plus, she's listing all these things that Christine wants. And why doesn't Katie want those things as well? Why doesn't she want a life where she's with a partner and like they have sexual chemistry? I'm still trying to figure out just life without sex. And like, that's, may as well be in jail. Actually, even people in jail get it, don't they? I don't know. Even nuns masturbate. And that's a word I can't say. I blame that on Silverchair, but that's a long story.
I was talking to her aunt, and her aunt started crying when I was talking to her. So she was crying. She was so glad that Christine left. She was so happy. And we just started talking about Christine, and she was just telling me like stories about, like, they don't have a relationship. So Kristen left years ago, and so she was shunned, right? So once you're shunned, you don't have a relationship. She's looked at as the enemy. And even though she's been shunned, Kristen's never stopped like loving, her niece. And so she says that Christine is a firecracker, very spunky and fun. And she said that Christine is very helpful, very loving, and very much like what you see of like stable incomes and like be good providers. And Cody, she said, was just like a freeloader, just like never had stable employment, was always like bouncing from like the next big thing to the next big thing. And like,
yeah, but you could kind of tell that he was kind of like, didn't you say he was like a big kid or something? Yeah, his hair shat me. A lot of things about him annoyed me. He was maybe too energetic, too into himself. I don't know. I'm having flashbacks. There's no other show, is there, with multiple, like, why isn't there a show with a woman with multiple husbands. That's like, that might be my dream. Like one for every day of the week. No, and they could each live in all different, like 7 houses in our cul-de-sac. And I could just live in one house by myself and with all my doors locked because I don't like people. Yeah, that's even my plan for my husband. Like I'll have a nanny flat out the back, or he could have the house and I could have the combi. Oh my God, this is awful. Okay. We almost at the end. Are we going through? It's like, Christine, this is your life, because we've gone through the family tree.
It was never like he was, I don't know, doing anything stable. So she didn't like that. Okay, they don't know what they're getting into when they're trafficked into a marriage. And I think that's really unfair to say that about someone. So again, I would encourage you to go to Sound Choices Coalition. Kristen said that she has no clue what Cody does. She did say that he doesn't like it to be on TV, but I think he does like, I know he sells guns. I know he did sell guns for a long time. He was saying that he sells medals, which I think he sells guns. I think he sells like guns that he's like a dealer that travels around.
Is she going to say allegedly, or, you know, not everyone can see that ET fingers are happening?
Sells guns. I know he did that for a long time. Truly will have a lot of support and family in Utah, more than she had in Arizona. Truly was probably the most isolated she'd ever been in Flagstaff than she was anywhere else in her life. So I don't think she was really spending that much time anyway with Robin's kids. Really. And the only sibling that she has left on Janelle's is Savannah. And I think we should focus on Christine being free right now. I think she needs time to heal. And I think Christine needs time to recalibrate and get to explore herself. And I think Christine could be single for a while. So I don't really want to speculate on like whether or not she's going to get married. I mean, she literally just announced her split today. So let's just be respectful of her moving forward in her life. And, you know, if you feel the need, just send her some love, make sure that you leave nice, loving comments. You know, don't even say things like, we hate Cody or whatever, you know, just tell her you love her, you support her, you're so proud of her. That's going to be, you know, you're so strong, you're so brave, you've got this. Like, she's never been on her own. She went from her dad to Cody. So this is really, really, really big. Okay. And she's never had the ability to think or feel for herself. So this is like a very new life for her. So send her love and just
send her love, and just nothing specific, nothing. She's so generic is what I'm trying to say. God, she's annoying. Even she's trying to do, is it the filter that's showing no, like, I feel like she's trying to say something with her eyes, but her face isn't moving. And okay, I'll just press play and we'll finish. What is there, like a minute left? Oh gosh.
positivity. You know, she's 50, but she's really like in many ways kind of learning life on her own for the first time. It took a ton of courage, but she can do this. And she just needs to know that.
And she just needs to know that. I know it's getting closer to the end and I'm stalling.
She wasn't on her own before. Now she really is on her own. And I don't think it's fair to say it's even remotely the same. She was still under Cody's control. She is now on her own. she needs to be on her own. She needs to learn herself. She's had all of her life dictated by somebody else for her entire life. The website is called Sound Choices Coalition. Sound Choices Coalition, just Google it. They take donations, and then I'll talk to Kristen about if there's other places that you can donate to.
She didn't even like bring up why she was wearing the shirt. I thought she would bring up why she was wearing the shirt. I don't know what the point of that IG was, to sit there and boast about how much information she knows, but really just would have been better if she read off maybe Wikipedia. I'm so lost. I'm still trying to figure out who the fuck Owen is. Like, is he just some random guy? That's where she lost me. Once I couldn't figure out the family stuff. Like, yeah, Katie left me back there. But what if, like, towards the end, she's like encouraging Christine and being supportive and stuff. Would have been nice to see that at the beginning, and maybe for a bit more of this. Like, what did Katie have to focus on? She had to compare and almost relate sister wives to fucking Warren Jeff stuff. Could not help herself. Oh, that's right. Oh, Owen was from Mexico. Oh, here we go, snail brain. Owen was from Mexico. He's from like this. It was from like one of the other like polygamy groups, and he went to Utah and he murdered someone from some polygamy group, and then he married Christine's grandmother. I wonder what like cult one was in Mexico. Did I miss that? God. Okay. So what is chat saying? My brain is just trying to I think my brain's trying to come back together. It's a bit like Terminator, the one that's made from liquid, you know, when he gets shot and he's all like shattered everywhere. I think that's how my brain melted and just escaped my body, and now it's trying to put every piece back together. Gosh. Okay, it's funny when I scroll up on the chats, I'm like, oh, I've forgotten what I said anyway. Forgotten what she said. Should we go have a look at... I've been posting a few of her... Actually, let's go to her Instagram, what she said on this subject. Yeah, she's done a lot of Christine posts. Yeah, because also I've got all these hours I need to... Should I do a big long one? I don't know. But I've got all these hours I need to use on StreamYard because they give you 20 hours a month, which I figured out is a 45-minute video a day. Yeah, like in the 5-day week. But yeah, so I've got like 7 hours, and my day is like November 7th or something that it resets. I'm like, oh my God, I want to be right borderline. Like, you've got 20 minutes left, because I hate recharging my phone when I haven't even used like that 10 gigabyte, because I don't leave my house. But when I do leave my house, I need to recharge, and then that's for a month. And you can see why I'm fucking broke. Maybe there's an easier way in life, and I'm doing everything the hard way because I don't understand it. That's probably the reason. Yeah. But like, what cult isn't there? Like Jehovah's Witness, where do they fall into it? Like, oh no, that's not polygamy. Oh, do they have sex? I don't know. I don't know anything about them. Katie dated one. yeah, like that. How does that, oh God, is it Christine Decker? How is she not realized that Katie does not report facts, that she's a gossiper, that she will monetize all this information? She'll take what that lady said and like here and regurgitate it for her own audience and then make money off that information. And she hasn't even done the hard yakka. She just ripped off someone else's information while putting vulnerable victims at stake by, you know, saying there's a few safe houses in that area. And oh my God, she pisses me off. She pisses me off. Okay, well, I'm going to get a drink and I'm going to put the pit stop music up so we can all just have a little stretch out. And then I'll hook up, we'll go have a look at her Instagram and then tie this up. Mate, we'll stay on topic. We'll do the Christine posts from Instagram. And yeah, okay. So what's on TikTok? Oh, all the other comedians are now starting, like my local scene, now they're starting to get on TikTok. And I'm like, I've been on there forever, but then I deleted all my videos. Guess what the first thing I did was when I got TikTok? And this is fucking always me. It's why I'm blocked by Katie on several accounts. Because my first thing I did on TikTok was to do a duet with Janelle Evans. It's fucking beautiful. And I kept the video, but of course she blocked me because why wouldn't she? But yeah, it was like the video where, well, yeah, she's doing her dances, but she's in a leotard, like just it might have been her bathers, but she's on the chair and she lifts that one leg. Yeah. And then I'm just cringing, but I'm in a white bathroom and I've got white hair. So it's like, yeah, it's a weird video, but oh my God. One day I'll have to like reveal my face or something. I've got to do something. Okay, I'm going to do a little pit stop music. Let me get rid of her. Oh, say goodbye now. Yeah, you keep bringing that hair around to that side, okay? The lion and the mane. Why doesn't she get a brush? Like, that'd be something. What could she, like my friend is kind of can't do, like always has to have something to do with her hands, mainly because she used to smoke, but she knits and she's fucking annoying when she comes to gigs. She will knit at a gig but yeah, like do what you got to do, you know? Katie, God, did you see her pick those flakes? Oh, she swallowed. And then Toad comes along and kisses those lips. Oh, my God. Okay, we'll take a few minutes to stretch.
Oh, 1 mile in fog patches and showers early Friday, but improving to greater than 6 miles on Friday morning.
Stars shining bright above me. Night breezes seem to whisper sycamore tree. Dream a little dreamer. Night breezes seem tree. Dream a little dreamer. Breezes seem to whisper that you. Waiting, but I feel too grave. Yes. Dream a little dreamer. Breezes seem to whisper that you.
Suggestion that Saturday night, sensational double thrill stock car spectacular at 7:30 at noon.
Warning.
Stars shining bright above you. Breezes seem to whisper that you. Sycamore tree. Dream a little dreamer.
Oh my God, I love that song so much. Not that song in particular, but you know, the Doris Day version to be particular. Also, because it's from one of my favorite two Corey's movie, Dream a Little Dream. Okay. What was I going to do? Oh yeah, also, I was just saying in the chat that I now have like an email address. Which is, well, yeah, I've added it to my about section. And well, it's the confusing shit. It's Crystal Bill YT, or just, yeah, Crystal Billy T, not TEA. Oh God, how do I say this? Yeah. So basically Crystal Bill YouTube, but just YT at Gmail. But then also I'm on Instagram and Twitter at It's Crystal Bill. I know, fuck, right? Because I'm Cactus Bill now. I feel like that's my that's like my birth name. And then I, moved on to a different shell. Okay. Yes, I've lined it up. But hang on, what was I saying? Oh yeah, because I want to try some different videos. So I don't know if you guys have a video that's not Katie or is Katie, just send me the link or DM me. And yeah, because I'd like to react to videos that different audience, well, I don't want to say subscribers, hate that word, that you guys like want to watch, like that you recommend, you guys like are the yeah, I don't know, just help me out for God's sake. I feel like I'm going nuts again, drowning. And then even the topics I want to cover, like I was so close to just going all out with all the, like, why V's so fucked up, basically, and why Katie's such a why she's so fucked up, and all that. But it's so emotionally fucking heavy as fuck that it puts me in such a bad mood, and I can't let her drain me right now. We're heading into like Australian summer, and that's our festival season. That's like our comedy festival season as well. So I don't know. It means I'm going to have to go out there, but not when the sun's up. Not when the sun's up. Okay. Where are we going? I don't want my life outside the door when I go outside, that life, to like interfere with my channel. Okay, but it probably will, won't it? Okay, we're going to go to, let's bring it in. Get rid of my face. This is, I think this was her first post when the news broke, but it's basically the same stuff, but I'll just read what it says. I just got off the phone with Christine Brown's aunt, Kristen. Oh, so it was Kristen. Okay, Katie, maybe you got confused. Did you get confused and confuse me? Because fuck. Okay, just that. I just got off the phone with Christine Brown's aunt, Kristen Decker. She runs Sound Choices Coalition, an advocacy group to end the abusive practices in polygamy. She said she cried. She said she cried tears of joy when she heard the news about Christine leaving Cody. She said it is just the first step for Christine, but a big one. Christine, this is fucked. Your writing fucking shits me. She said this is just the first step for Christine, but a big one. Christine has a lot of support in Utah. Kristen said leaving is the scariest time for women in this cult. Like, obviously. However, it is also a rewarding time because they finally are in charge of their own lives. Not really, because when you think of the mental abuse, like, it's going to take years to undo that. And so, like, the abuser lives inside their head for ages. You know, if what you said is true, Katie. I will be hopefully interviewing Kristen later this week. She wants people to know that polygamy isn't glamorous at all. The facts are there the facts are there. Oh, the facts are, comma. There are other women trapped in this cult living in deep poverty. Yeah, that's pretty much a fact. It's not the facts, but it's a fact. Christine's fame and money will be... This is basically what she said. Like, it took her whole an hour and 20 minutes to say all of this. Oh, no. We got the family tree. Yeah. Instagram, sucker on that. Okay, Christine's fame and money will for sure be helpful for her leaving. That is a luxury that many women don't have. Kristen is super proud. I'm sure she's super proud, Katie. It sounds like your words. Kristen is super proud of Christine and so glad she can finally be free. Yeah. Okay, let's which direction do we go? Whoa, do we go that way? Do we go right or left? Okay, we went right. This post says, in my new video, I will be explaining what the split between Cody and Christine means. Leaving a marriage is different when you're involved in a cult. Polygamy is not consent. What? Polygamy is not consensual? Okay. It is coercion, grooming, and human trafficking. How is it human trafficking? That's where I'm confused. I'm confused about the trafficking part. When a woman leaves, she leaves everything. Well, even when a woman leaves a DV relationship, she leaves everything. Often if there's a child, have to leave the child there and come back. Anyway, that's just me trying to relate everything to the world. I will be sharing clips from ex-polygamous activists to truly help everyone understand what Christine is up against and why she needs so much love and support right now. I don't know if you could ever give love and support. Oh, look. Oh, because I liked it on my phone. I like that little reminder there. This is good. Okay. I've been here before. This person says, there are varying degrees of polygamy. Those that you're talking about that do not give consent are children or women in very different households than the Browns. Ah, yes. They made this known publicly on many occasions. All of these women in this particular relationship did give consent. Katie replies, LO, laugh out loud, keep drinking the Kool-Aid. Everything's new again for me because I've had a little... because this might have been ages ago. Yeah, Katie says, keep drinking the Kool-Aid. What a fucking bitch. What? You're the one that's drinking the Kool-Aid. You want everything to be about trauma. Other people's trauma. Really bad shit that no one really wants to just stumble into. And then someone's replying to the original poster as you're 100% correct. Some people need to do more research before exposing lies. Ah, cacti, high five. And then someone is replying with that person. I agree. The Browns and families like them are not the same as Warren Jeffs and families like his. Exactly. And then someone says to Katie, why do you always have a smart-ass comment when you don't agree with someone? If I were these people whom you say you talk to, you would get on my ever-loving nerves. Oh my, right? That's what I mean. How can anyone even have a sensible conversation with her? She's not very sociable. She's not very personable. She doesn't relate to emotions that people are feeling. Even the way she described what Kristen said she cried when she heard. That's such a cold way of explaining, you know, is it her grandmother or mother? Oh, how is Kristen related to Christine? Oh, it's her cousin? Fuck. That's probably the vital bit of information, and I've been stuck on Owen. Oh my gosh. Oh. Yeah, someone says, Katie, it's not drinking Kool-Aid. It's being honest. The Browns are not Warren Jeffs. There are degrees and branches to this. The Browns are a branch. Yes, it's all polygamy, but when you state that polygamy is not consensual, is not consent, yeah, because that's what Katie wrote, then you're taking on dozens of other religions with varying degrees of info. Right? Because I don't think Katie thinks outside the box. She's just so tunnel vision on one thing, but because she hasn't, does she not watch? I don't know if she understands the world outside of the internet. I just did a big like Katie swallow. I didn't, and then yeah, and then someone says to Katie, there are different kinds of polygamy or polygamous relationships. The Brown family, I think, is sort of a hybrid of religious influences, conditioning them to think they need to live that life. Christine always said she knew she'd be a third wife. Yeah, well, she was raised by parents who were in that style of stuff in polygamy and stuff, and then actually consenting to it. I do not think anyone forced any of them into the poly lifestyle that they've lived for so long. Yeah, Donna, can I give you a little, that's a little cacti high five from me, although it's not me because I'm a stranger. Okay, let's go to the next. Yeah, I figured it out. It is right because you don't read a book left. Yeah, we're not in Japan. Oh no, is it? No, I've got to go left to go forward. Oh my God, brain, don't let me down. Anyway, maybe we're meant to come back and get this one. So it's a post. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, because hang on. Oh yeah. Okay, so this is Christine Brown. Oh, we probably should have started here. Christine Brown's post saying that she's leaving, I don't know, the family or her house. I don't know how it works. Leaving the state. I'm not making fun of it. I'm just breathe. Christine's post says, after more than 25 years together, Cody and I have grown apart, and I have, 25 years. Oh, people, that's life, isn't it? Life sentence. Okay. Cody and I have grown apart, and I've made the difficult decision to leave. I just had to check my microphone on. Had a really bad feeling then. We will continue to be strong. We will continue to be a strong presence in each other's lives as we parent our beautiful children and support our wonderful family. At this time, we ask you for your grace and kindness as we navigate through this stage within our family. With love, Christine Brown. Okay, that's beautiful. Let's see what Katie says. Christine Brown officially announces her split from Cody Brown after 25 years of marriage in ET fingers. Why is that well, it wasn't really marriage, was it? But it still is 25 years, the same guy. That's marriage. Christine, we love and support. We love and support your choice to happiness. You can do this. Katie. Sorry, this just makes me laugh. You can do this. You have the strength to do anything. So do you, Katie, though. You don't do anything for yourself ever. You want to remain miserable in your fucked up life forever. You love living in denial. Soon it will be 25 years and you'll still be doing the same thing in that small room, and you'll walk out and your son will be, 32 years old? Oh, he's probably older. Is he older than 7? I don't know. But you get what I'm saying. Okay. Oh, Katie continues. Straighten out that crown, Queen. Just her support of women is so fake and cheesy. And it's so like what she expects people, like what she thinks people expect her to say. Like it's not original. It's not like from the heart. It's just fucking crap. Straighten out that crown, Queen. You got this. There's a huge army of us that are so proud of you for doing what was right for you. Then we'll go to, this is what Cody's post was, because why not have them both together? Look, his doesn't even have no sunset. It's just so clear to read. Christine's decision to leave comes with a great deal of sadness. We enjoyed many years together, and I have a large amount of respect and admiration for her. Although we are moving forward on different paths, we will always remain committed parents. Ooh, that's just... It's so icky. It's so cold. It's as cold as Katie. It's as cold as ice. No, it's a little bit dim. What is that song? It's from the 80s or something. Okay. I can't stop laughing now. Katie wrote, Cody Brown also acknowledges the split. How come he doesn't get marriages in ET Fingers? He says he has a huge amount of respect for her. Thumbs down emoji. No one believes you, Cody. Okay, Katie. Okay. And we read that one. And we read that one. And we watched that. That's pretty close, isn't it? Maybe did I make the right decision? What's the quality like? What's this shit on the side? How do you get rid of that? Oh, because it's as a post. She's so scary. Ah! Can she see us? No, she can't see us, can she? Can you see me, Katie? Can you see me? Touch your nose if you can see me. Okay. Move your hair if you think you can see me. Oh, shit! Fuck, guys. We are caught. Okay, moving on. Windows of our life. This is what happens. We go from different carriage to different carriage on the KJ. Fucking train from hell. Oh, this is good. Did she make this? Whose arm's that? Is that Robin's arm? Oh, no, she's there. Oh, okay. Maybe I should read it. Like, isn't there another one? Okay. I can't read it with him there. He's just so... He has like a face that wants to be punched. Katie says, here are some details which we pretty much already knew, but a source spoke to US Weekly about what happened. Christine was abandoned by Cody when he met Robin years ago. For the past 5 to 6 years, Cody has been devoted to only Robin. Christine wanted to make things work, but he was only interested in Robin because of her commitment to polygamy, i.e., keep sweet, give me babies. Okay. He serves God. Oh, this is like, quote, he serves God and believes being polygamous is his way to heaven. So it's not necessarily, so basically her life is just a regurgitation of all these posts. Am I even doing this justice? I might even just be regurgitating through her own shit and fucking over my own life, but fuck it, who cares? I started with silence and I don't know now what's going on. Why are we talking about God? He serves God and believes being polygamous is his way to heaven. So it's not necessarily about having to be in love with all your wives. It's about who else is as devoted as he is. You can see, like, if Robin is more devoted to what he's into, of course he's going to be more into Robin. I don't know. That's just my little guess. And get on with it. Oh, fuck. It's long. Then COVID happened and Cody used it as an excuse to only be with Robin. We all knew this. And okay. Christine's really hurting. She really loved Cody. She gave him all the hope that he would love her. The source tells US today. Where's the rest of that? Tells Us, or is it Us magazine? What's going on? Adding that the coronavirus pandemic played a big part in the split. Cody has not been around at all. He used COVID-19 as a big excuse to not be around the family. So did I. So did I. Now I'm just like, like over hermetized. Yeah, but not the same as you, Cody. Oh, fuck Cody, fuck this fucking post, and fuck the commitment to even fucking start reading it in the fucking first place. But here we are. I'm losing my fucking voice, but it's been his ticket to freedom, essentially. This destroyed Christine because she really tried to give him all the marriage. I'll give her all to the marriage, end quote. As the story goes, fresh meat. Oh, Katie, really? Fresh meat, Robin, joins the family, makes him babies, doesn't argue with him, and allows his way to go. I love it when you don't make sense and you never go back and read it. That's like, Katie, that's one of your things. You wanted to be a journalist and you couldn't write, and someone said you couldn't write. You can't write. You don't go back and read and edit. You're just like, oh, I'm done. Christine Brown stops having kids and is no longer needed by Cody. He then abandons her emotionally. He's already done this to Mary and Janelle. Abandoned wives are emotionally, mentally, and psychologically abused by Cody, causing them to no longer keep sweet. I hate how you've just inserted just keep sweet. Yeah. When they start pushing back at him, he is cruel to them and blames them for being upset. Do you know, he sounds so much like you, Katie. I can only imagine what Toad goes through with his isolation and sleeping in a different bedroom, and the list goes on. To the left. We got to move forward in the house to the left. I better not get copyrighted strike for my own singing. You know my Wrecking Ball song? Oh yeah, I got to share. Not that I make any money off like videos, like $3 here and there. But now I got to share that with the person. Well, I guess the people that made the music, even though they recognized it as a parody. So I'm fine with that, but I don't like to share. I don't like forced sharing. Like, let me think about it. Am I into this? I probably wouldn't have been into it, but hey, I'm using your stuff. So, okay, that's not anything to do with where we are. Is that Duggar stuff? Oh, white screen. Nothing. Okay. Oh, what? What? I want to know what the white screen one is. Because, what? Katie? Why is it not showing when is it my internet? Why? It's there. I can see it. It's like a Polaroid that didn't develop properly. Oh, she might have deleted it. Am I going to have to read it from here? Fucking shitballs. Maybe if I can comment. Maybe should I refresh it? Alone in her misery. Oh. Well, someone should have stopped me from refreshing it, shouldn't they? Fuck. Well, at least you can go back and maybe pause it and squint and see what it wrote. But basically, it was Christine, a picture. Was it Christine crying? A picture of her crying, and Katie wrote something misery. Oh, I'm forgetting already. I want to go back and check my own. Okay, let's check on this. Damn it. Why do I not think before I fucking click? I should have asked chat. They are usually the one, they're my brain's trust. Okay. So, oh yeah, remember that like stuff that we skipped past? This is all that info. The harm of polygamy. I don't know who these people are, but I wonder if they're aware that they're part of a post of Katie's. Katie says, we received feedback that we were sharing personal details about Christine Brown from her aunt. Oh, it's fucking brilliant. Because Kristen did not give Katie permission to relate what they were saying in the phone conversation. And she did. Like, that's what she does. Nothing you say to her will ever just stop with her. She has to tell other people. That's the reason that she wants the information. I'll just read it again. We received feedback that we were sharing personal details in ET Fingers, quotes, about Christine Brown from her aunt, Kristen Decker. Oh, her aunt. Yeah, I should pay more attention, right? This is false. Kristen Decker is an advocate for victims of polygamy. She runs the organisation Sound Choices Coalition. I know you've told us over and over in a few posts now, which works to change laws around polygamy. Kristen is, we're going to go and visit Owen. It's time for Owen to be seen in print. I want to go and look at what Owen looks like. Do I? Maybe. Okay. Kristen is the daughter of Owen. Oh, that's why we brought Owen into the picture. She didn't say Kristen was the daughter, although it does make sense, doesn't it? If she's her aunt. Oh, yeah, but it's not Owen's daughter because he didn't have any biological children of his own, okay? So he's not the daughter of Owen or Red. Oh, my God, Katie. You taught me, and now I'm the student, and I've learned the information. And now your information does not match. When did you post this? Oh, an hour ago. Wow, it's been a long time. It's like we just caught up. In your live last night, Katie, you said that Owen didn't have like any children with Christine's grandmother. That was like Christine's grandfather left, and then Owen was the second husband. So what the fuck? And I'm sure everyone watching this agrees that I am just the smartest fucking snail on block. Oh my God. Okay, where are we? Kristen is the daughter of Owen Allred. That's a good name. It'd be cool if like his front door was Allred. The former leader of the Apostolic, yeah, that one, the AUP. Oh, that's how you say it. Okay. This is the fundamentalist cult the Brown family is in. Kristen is also sisters with Christine's mum. We get it because she's the aunt. And is she dumb? Is like, okay, don't answer that question because it's fucking rhetorical. Kristen is also sisters with Christine's mum, Annie. Kristen has been tirelessly working for years to help women leave their abusive marriages. Despite what the Browns want you to believe, polygamous wives are property of the husband and cult. They have no rights. Kristen has lobbied for changes. This is not even addressing what the issue is. We didn't need a whole background of Kristen. But it's Kristen and Christine. My brain can't handle this. Kristen We don't need this whole, you told us in the live, you've posted it on multiple posts, that the question was that you're sharing personal details about Christine Brown's aunt. Yeah, what you had, the conversation should never have been relayed to your audience unless you were going to tell Christine's aunt that you are going to share everything that you've been told, unless you let her know and it was okay. I don't think you did. You just wanted to rub it into everyone and say, look, I got a source, an actual source, guys. Yeah. And then you had a drink, and then we knew that you really did have the source. Yada, yada, yada. Christine shared her experience of leaving the cult and what it means for Christine. She highlighted the challenges that thousands of women face daily in this cult. We did not release personal details about Christine. I don't think that was about personal details about Christine Brown from her aunt. Oh yeah, so but you did. Now I'm repeating myself. I'm going back and forward. I'm stuck in a glitch. We did not release personal details about Christine. We shared the truth about what happens when women leave their husbands. I encourage you to visit her website or read her book. She is a I have so hard saying this word. She is a tireless advocate that works hard for victims. Christine's departure from Cody is already spreading fast in the cult, and former members are thrilled that she's left. This is not even addressing the fucking situation. You're just going on and on about something shitballs. It's not easy choice for anyone. I'm grateful for Kristen's. I need a drink. Okay. Sorry, guys. I'm so sorry that I can't even read this without. I mean, why can't I just read it and be a normal person? Oh, no, why? It's probably because my mouth and my brain are like opposing. They hate each other. Okay. I'm grateful for Kristen's tireless efforts to educate me about polygamy. This cult, polygamy, this cult, and the harms it does to the members. She's been helping me report on the cult by answering questions and providing relevant information along the way. Kristen has told me repeatedly there are not enough media outlets highlighting the dangers of polygamy when they speak about the show Sister Wives. Oh, fucking subs. Thanks to you and Kristen for educating us, especially when you're pointing your finger or when you bring Ducky into your pond. Oh, yeah, I'm tuned out. Are we at the top? Did we even get to the bottom? Nah, it's also all that fucking crap. We will have to another day. How do I get home? Oh my God, how do I get out of here? Oh my God, my brain's so fucking scarred right now that we can't even, how do we get out of the room? Okay. Do I just press that button? Fuck it. Oh, I just pressed the exit button and everything shut down. Homer Simpson in the nuclear plant. Do not push button. But really, it's the only thing you can focus on when everything's exploding. Oh my gosh, this is TikTok brain. Oh my goodness. Oh, and I think, oh, thank you, Angel Cake. Thanks for the slice of cake. No. Thanks for the $10. What is it? Oh, and it's a beautiful color. Thank you very much. And I think I missed one before because it's, what's it? Oh, I'm going to scroll up. I think it was psychedelic Yoda. I didn't get to it in time before, but if you are still listening, thank you very much. I appreciate that. That was a long one. God, I'm going to use that to buy a pillow for my bum. This chair is just not good for sitting for a long time. Maybe I should ask Katie, is she recommending a chair that I could sit in for a long time? Yeah. I can't believe she does those lives and just goes on. And I'm just, well, I've been saying this for the past like 3 years, just picking away as well. But just so to be so fucking comfortable in front of the camera, it's almost like she's talking with a mate over FaceTime or something. I don't think she really realizes that the world is watching, and not just her subscribers as well. I don't think she realizes that it's public worldwide. Like probably there could be even people in like Pakistan or something watching the, like she doesn't understand the whole big thing. The big thing. Guess what? I looked at my demographics and there's like 2% that are from Sweden. And I'm like, oh my God, there's people from Sweden. And I've been doing my Swedish words. I hope those people from Sweden are proud of my butchering of their words. Why is it so hard? Learning another language is so hard. I didn't even know how people would learn like Japanese, for example. Like my friend, like that's what she studies at uni, because you can't really spell it out. It's like just a symbol and stuff. Thank you so much, Dee. Oh, cacti high 5, cacti high 3. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. I know my channel, and we're growing, and I appreciate everyone that's like new that has signed up. I've got to get onto replying to comments. It gets away from me. I wish I didn't have like work and everything. I just want to go back to when I started this channel, when I was like on lockdown and I was so baked. Like people ask me like who is like the Bill Murray in the picture, and it's from the movie Where the Buffalo Roam, and it's based on Hunter S. Thompson, who is like a journalist, and he's always just fucked up on drugs and drinking and shit. So Bill Murray played him, and the snail is not a feature. The snail is my inner. Well, what is this? Is this my soul? What is it? My spirit animal. Yeah. And do you know what is even creepy? I was watching, oh my gosh, what was I watching? I was watching my Scorpio like horoscope, like the tarot being like read for the month of November. Guess what fucking pops up? A snail. Oh my God. Oh no. And I'm always getting the Hermit card, and we just relate so much. Me more. You might be a Scorpio too. Oh, it's been going good. I can't believe November. Yeah, there's been a lot of shit like happening in my state. I haven't even mentioned a lot of the news. Like there's been some, I didn't want to mention this one story about this child was like abducted. It's so fucking close to home. Like we've camped at this place. Like there's 4 of us kids in our family, and like she was abducted like 18 days ago, but she was found like last night. But I didn't not even want to mention this story just in case Katie picked it up. Can you imagine? Like I could imagine her just exploiting the fuck out of that story, and I didn't want to risk that at all. Yeah. So it's a fucked up story. Like, can't imagine your child being abducted, and especially being found is even more shocking, I think, because I couldn't believe it. I still can't believe it. But yeah, so now it'd be interesting to see. She was found 7 minutes from her house. which is even more fucking like I hate that. What was it? Who was it? One of the wasn't JC Dugard. Which one was the one that was like in the backyard? Anyway, she was not far from her home either. Okay, we could go on and on, but I think we should finish. Thank you so much to everyone in chat. I'm so sorry I didn't say hi to you guys, but a lot of you rocked up and I love seeing all those cactuses next to your name. If you would like a cactus next to your name and you're in the chat, you can join the Cacti Contributors 1 tier, and it's like cheap as chips because I want everyone to be involved. And yeah, you can find all the info in the description below. Thank you so much to everyone who rocked up in the chat and is listening, and also the replay people. I will get the timestamps up as soon as possible. I'll do the basic ones, and if I pass out, I pass out. Because what time is it now? It's probably 11. Oh my God. How long have I been on for? How is that possible? How is it 10? It's like 11:50 p.m. at night. Yeah. Okay. I got to get off. I got to get to bed. What? Okay. And I've got like my other lives that I need to do. I might have to do pre-record. We'll see. Thank you, everyone. Take care. Bye.
What am I supposed to do?